The timer is off. I do need the timer there. So that's my background, guys. That's what I looked like when I got started, our first event. This was when we went to Dennis Prager. Pat took us to the radio show. I know Guy Don remembers that. And we had a great time there. Pat used to, you hear a lot of stories of, Pat sold us a dream at his apartment where Jen and Gabriel would make the dishes, the salad, and Pat would be in the backyard barbecuing for us. That's how this all started, at a barbecue. That's when the dream was sold. This is what we're gonna do. This is who we're gonna be. Probably gonna get sued. We did. They're probably gonna try to put us out of business. They did. But if we make it, man, we're gonna be the biggest insurance marketing organization the world has ever seen. That got sold over Pat's chicken recipe, okay? This is, it's crazy because you look at this picture, Pat and Jen, they had literally just gotten married the year prior and starting a business, starting a family, and we'll use excuses like, man, but you don't understand my kids, or you don't understand we're getting married, you don't understand we're doing this. They had to do all that stuff and start a company. See, leadership takes excuses away, and that's Patrick, that's Jennifer Ben David, that's what this company was built on. I think the only person not in this picture is Mason. There was one that got deleted from here, and you were in that one. So, outside of that, stand up if you were here when P&Tree got started. You guys, Unity can have a seat. Thank you, guys. Stand up. Okay, you got Terrence is there. That's Terrence's baby face. You got Kobos there next to Jen. You got Phelps over here somewhere. You got Guy Don, Marlene. You got Sabat Damani. You got Mason. Who else was here? Guy, Rodolfo and Sassy, they're over here getting mic'd up. Madronis. Who else? Sears? Yes. Sears are here. Who else? I said Sears. Who else? That's it. Guys. Okay, so Dina, do you understand what just happened? There's like 15 of us. That's it. Guess what that's gonna tell you? Most of you are gonna quit. You're like, give me the motivation. Just motivated, bro. I'm giving you the truth. Odds are you're not gonna make it. There's 15 people, 20 people, whatever you want to call it. You know why? Because in this world, it's hard finding people that are truly committed to doing something great. A lot of you guys, Maslow's laws of needs, as soon as you have the house, food, shelter, everything, you're good. You'll find out who a person is when you can buy their dreams by paying them a salary. And when you realize what your value truly is, when you realize what your value truly is, you stop exchanging time for money. So if anybody in this room is still in a position, and I used to be there, I really was. If you're in a position where somebody could pay you for an hour of your time, you're in the wrong position. That's got to change. Pat gave this story about this lion, and he said, if a lion could speak, would you understand it? Then he tells the story of this golfer who golfed with the king of Saudi Arabia. It's a parable Joe Osteen talks about. At the end of the golf, he says, he says, hey, it's my custom to give you a gift. What can I gift you? He says, give me a golf club. That's it. So he's thinking he's going to get like a gold putter, or diamonds, some rubies. Weeks go by, months goes by. He finally gets in the middle of the deep to a golf club house. See, because when you ask a king who's a billionaire for a golf club, he doesn't think you would ask for something so small as a stick. See, the reason God can't bless you right now is because you're asking for something so small, and he's saying, here's what you really wanted. Some of you guys got to start understanding that you got to free your mind, like Charlie Kirk said, you got to free your mind from thinking that you're going to be wealthy, approaching it the way that every generation prior to you has that hasn't worked for them. If you want history, go look at your grandparents, your parents, your grandparents, your great-grandparents, your great-great-grandparents, your great-great-great-great-great-grandparents. If nobody's financially independent, that tells you that having a job isn't the path. So you get started in entrepreneurship, then you think it's going to be easy, and you figure out it's really going to be hard. See, I came to the room, and I sat, happened here for me, I sat in this room 18 years ago, and I was the person that didn't think I'm supposed to be on here. Like people say, man, let me make sure I look good. And by the way, look sharp. That's not what I mean by look good. Meaning that they look perfect. I don't want you to think that I'm perfect, because that's the farthest thing I am from perfect. I'm the one that's not supposed to make it. I'm not the fastest, all this other stuff. I'm not the best. I'm not the smartest. I'm not that. But you know what's great? It's a game against you. And if you keep beating yourself, you're going to. She said, how do you want me to introduce you? Red Lobster, dropout, became a millionaire. Why? Because there's nothing fancy in my background. Don't think that your background has anything to do with your future. Has nothing to do with it. Okay? So I come here, I heard this. I said, I heard a story in the room that took the business from my head to my heart. Somebody talked about winning for their mom. My mom's my why. My family's my why. My mom and my dad are my why. Then I met my wife, my why. My son, my why. Kirk said, the solution is what? Figuring out the why. Why do you have to win? And most of us, what's going to happen when we leave here, and I'll talk about that tomorrow, you're going to be discouraged. You're so encouraged in this room, but you're going to be discouraged tomorrow. Because somebody that doesn't have the same dream vision is going to try to get you to quit on yours because they don't believe that they can do it. See, when somebody says, oh, that doesn't work, no, what you're saying is you don't think you can do it. Oh, you can't become a millionaire. No, you don't think you can become a millionaire. The highest form of maturity is being independent of other people's opinions of you. The only person's opinion that should matter is people that are in a position that you want to be that are helping you get there. So I quit my job, these were challenges, I overestimated my abilities, underestimated the work, and the mentality that it was going to take. Yesterday, these young ladies come up to me and they said, hey, you know what, they're losing new people, what can you tell them? And I said, well, when you go to, I respect all the people that did military because I did not. I'm going to serve in a different way at a different time. But I have a lot of respect for them. The military wakes you up in the middle of the hour, bam, 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 next to your ear. Why? Because that's what's going to happen. So they're getting you ready for bullets. Then you get into business and you think everybody's going to be saying yes, and then when somebody says no, you're like, dude, you're going to get shot, stabbed, murdered, tripped, kicked, beat on, spit up, what? So now that I told you it's going to happen, don't be surprised when somebody quits on you, when you get charged back. Those are every single person that's winning had all those things happen. The sooner they happen, the more you're going to find out how mentally tough you are. I missed a meeting, I got a call from Pat. This is why in pregame we have a roster and we text every single person or call every person that misses at the moment we start pregame. So they know that they're not just a number, but they're a person and we're seeing them, and when they're not there, they're missed. Okay? So Pat calls me. What if he's not tracking who's at pregame that day? I'm not here. Uni's not here. Certain other people are not here. All because of a call during pregame. That's paying attention to details. He committed. I started committing to the meetings. I started committing to coachability. When I say the best I can, it's an ever-evolving process. I got started at 18, 19 years old. You think at 18, 19 years old, I'm a grown man mentally, like I process it, I have all the answers in the world? Hell no, I'm confused. I'm the one trying to come and take trainings and then, sneak into the bar and then go gamble at a blackjack when I can. What are you talking about? I'm 19 years old, 18, 19. I'm in Vegas. I don't ever come to Vegas when I'm 18, 19 by yourself. So I come here. Not a grown man. Hey, dude, young dude, what time's the meeting done? Okay, yeah. Let's go party. That's how I was. Committed to, so I had to get better. Kept improving. This is when I hit MD, right? We had a picture that we did. John Maxwell did a speaking place. And so I said, man, what kept me in the business? Couple things. Dreams keep you in the business if you keep them in you. Dietrich Bonhoeffer said that the devil doesn't have to get you to not believe in God, he just has to get you to forget about him. Mere Christianity says that it's the devil talking to his son, his nephew. He says our greatest trick is to not let them know we actually exist. See, sometimes forgetfulness is what's causing you to start focusing on your problems because it is mathematically, and you can try this right now, to smile and cry at the same time. Smile. You can't do both at the same time. Just like you can't focus on your problem and what you want at the same time. And whatever you focus on grows. And whatever grows becomes an obsession, and then all of a sudden that becomes your automatic way of thinking. Had a great coach, mentor, and friend. Can't do this business without a great coach, mentor, and friend. You're gonna need them. You're gonna need them. The business will teach you that. And most important, not last, is God, family, and team. Last 12 months, we paid our organization $20 million in commissions. Year to date, by the way, is 13 of the 20, so it's going up. I'll share that later tonight. Last month, 2.2 million in commissions, 15,000 paid apps, 36 individuals earning over 100K, 200 marketing directors, over 72,000 clients submitted. All because somebody in a room gave a talk, I was inspired, I made a decision, and I said, I'm gonna go do this. You're gonna do this way faster, way better than any of us, but you gotta make the decision. See, my dreams kept me going because and Elvis has asked me this all the time. Bilal, because he wants to see his guys eventually, but how do I get them? I just want them to get it. And I'm like, oh, you don't understand it because you don't relate to them because you're not them. You don't know how to quit on your dreams. So you're never gonna understand somebody that can quit on their dreams because that's not you. In this room, we're talking to two kinds of people right now. Those that are gonna quit on their dreams, and you're gonna make every excuse in the world why. Family, my mom had cancer while I was on an MD run. Kids, we have a little baby, you don't wanna sleep anymore. My wife doesn't sleep less than I do. I sleep more than she does, because she's taking care of the baby most of the time. The health, man, we got health issues, okay? There's all kinds of stuff you're gonna use an excuse. I just won't use those excuses. That's the only difference. And by the way, that's not a superpower. That's just, are you really wanting to win at this level? My little boy's growing up, seeing the world. I'll run through a wall for him, guys. We have another little baby on the way. I'll run through a wall. What are you talking about? So, the team. People got to see you winning. You know, we used to go on boats and it was like this whole thing of like, man, we're on a boat. I'm grateful. Now we have 7, 8 different boats we pick from when we go because we have this big boat membership. We walk down the street, we get on our boat, and we're on the lake. That's what we're doing on Sunday when we get back. Emergency meetings back to back to back. Family day on Sunday after church. It's a normal thing because of this business. Our vision, we have a local vision and a national vision. Our local vision, have one. What's your local vision for your territory? 2, what's your national vision? By the way, you don't need a big team to have a vision. If you have a vision, you'll get a big team. See, America needs a couple things, guys. 1, you gotta be a free thinker, which means you gotta stop borrowing broke people's opinions. Okay? Number 2, you gotta stand up for what's right. The CDC claims that we have 660,000 abortions per year. The other index claims it's close to 1 million. There's 2.5 million people on a waiting list to adopt a baby, but we murder them every day. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
And I got into a debate. We're at a dinner with the family. And they want to debate me about this. I'm like, dude, why are you so prone to fight to kill something? Well, the person has a choice. I get it, dude. But who's fighting for that little baby that can't talk? You don't even get to say what you say if you would have been aborted. So stop talking to me. Set the example of family and finances.
Okay.
I love what Charlie Kirk said on what part of you dies. It's true. You got to become better. Be well-read, be tough, help liberate themselves. I want to build the value of our code to 100 million. I want to go become governor of Texas because that's where I live now and I want to help people. I want to bring back God into this. There's so much evil in the world. Like when you read the Bible, I'm on Leviticus right now because I'm going from the back. When you read the Bible and it says Moses threw down his stick and it turned into a serpent, and then the Pharaoh's magicians came and did the same. Well, they obviously weren't connected to God, so who were they connected to? There's evil in this world, and it's your job to fight it. It's our job to fight it. And we fight it inside of us first because everybody wants to fix everybody else out there. I'm not trying to fix all you guys. I'm trying to fix myself right now. We fix others by fixing ourselves.